Hey, what's up, guys? Well, I wanted to tell you what we're going to do today. So I was able to buy an RV awning off of an old RV. It's a Dometic awning, A&E, and it's in really good shape. The all the mechanical stuff, it was in pretty good shape. There was one of these levers like this that the spring mechanism had broke inside of it. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking, and I'm going to be pretty much replacing the levers rather, and then and then I went ahead and bought new knobs for the unit as well. They just had this little thing that screws on right here on the back that holds everything in, and this is what holds your awning tight when you deploy it or when you retract it. So just going to do a quick video on this, and then we'll be installing the awning. It's another thing, again, I haven't seen any videos on anybody installing an awning on their Skoolie. At least not a comprehensive video, so this is going to be kind of a first for me and maybe for y'all. So stay tuned and we'll see if we can't get it installed without too much hassle. So alright, be with you on a second. Well, the way that the awning works is that this is the new part. You pull this lever, and this pin right here deploys back, and then it allows you this part right here to be adjustable. Next thing I'm going to do, as you guys can see, I'm going to drill out the rivets on this one. All right. So now that those handles are replaced, I'm going to slide this whole mechanism right here out. As you loosen this knob, it allows this bar to freely slide in and out. So it looks like, if you look down in there, this is how that works. Now this one's stove up in there, so I need to put some like lubricant or something in it. I'll put it back in this track and then I'll try to loosen it. While that one's soaking, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. Perfect. See, this slides in that little track. That track holds this from turning. So I'm just going to replace it with a new one. These are just rusted out. So this just goes in here. I slid that little piece in, held it with my finger, and then just tightened. Then we'll just slide this right here. And now this is ready to get tightened down. And that keeps this from moving. See, when I untighten that slides. When I tighten it, it does it. See that? See how that's in there now? And then this just gets slid in there. And tighten down. Very good. And then this part goes into this little groove right here, so it can't come out. All right, so there's the idea. Those are now installed. So we're ready to see if we can't start figuring out how to put this up on the bus. So the problem really is I've got to get the awning to fall where I can put it in on the bottom and then it not be too long on the top. So it's got to be able to, of course, mount on the top and the bottom. And to do that, I needed to make some adjustments to the awning. So I'll show you kind of what I did there. This little screw slash bolt thingy right here is basically adjustable, and it has a wide range of holes here. Well, because I've got a shortened amount of space compared to an RV to mount the awning, I had to take this and put it to its shortest hole and retighten it. So now what I'm doing, I have to put in this bottom clip piece right here, and I've located a spot where I can do it. Now remember, I need to be the lowest I can, the lowest I possibly can on this part. You know, I can't put it here, because if I put it here, when you go down over here it's going to hit the rub rail on the bottom, and I can't mount it on a rub rail. So I've got to come past this black part right here to mount it. So what I've done is I just came up about an inch. So I'm just going to do one corner at a time, and so we're going to start with this, and from here I can get level, and I can get exact measurements where and it doesn't need to be exact, you know, awnings are adjustable, but I'm going to try to get within a 1/4 inch. So anyway, right now what I'm doing is I just drilled the holes, and I'm going to make them bigger. I'm going to make them the size of that they need to be. Now we've got the arm locked in. Now I've just got to figure out a way to get it level. So let me show you guys what I did real quick. I just marked where each of the little straps are going to go, or not straps, but each of the little wires. So this one is going to be for the valance wire, and then this one is going to be that's an A for your awning wire, and then you got this one for your strap. I marked as an S. So that way, whenever I go to put the awning on, the new fabric, I'll know where to slide it in, and I'll know basically which orientation that everything goes in. I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm just going to cut this fabric off. Then I'm going to remove this end, pull the spring out of it, and then once I do that, then I should just be able to take this awning fabric right out. Awning up, as you guys can see, and you know, of course, we're going to replace the fabric here. This stuff's nasty, but now what I've got to do is install the rail right up here up top, all the way across, so that we can slide our awning part into it. So I'm just going to get up here, dry fit it, and get it level. Hey guys, I'm about to put the rail up. This is going to hold the awning. So I've already got a couple of holes drilled. I've got my rivet gun ready. It's a little bit rainy, so I'm going to dry everything off real quick. Right now, I got to slide these things in the grooves that I marked, A and V. This is your awning groove, this is your balance groove. So I have to get these in there, get them started. What you just saw me do, well, you may not have seen me, I just filed down the edges of this thing so that it doesn't snag the awning. Pulled the awning back down, and I wanted to show you something. I didn't feel right about posting this video without telling you this. Well, first of all, you know, I'm not a professional. I just kind of did this on a whim, so don't follow my instructions. This isn't a how-to video. I know that's kind of cliche, but I do want to put that disclaimer in there because you can get hurt installing one of these things. There's a lot of moving parts, and especially this mechanism right here. So just to kind of quickly go over what, you know, how it works is, like, mine already came unsprung because, you know, somebody pulled it off of their RV. And when they did that, when you pull this little end cap off, which is attached to this, which is attached to this spring on the inside, this thing is going to violently spin this way. So it'll spin toward the, it'll spin clockwise. All right. Well, whenever you, so what I did was I had to, once I got this back in the roller, or once I got this new vinyl onto the roller, at that point I had to take a pair of vice grips and I had to put on the end of this little cap right here. There's a little plate back here, and I had to spin it. There's arrows right here that show you which way to spin it for your awning, but this says, this arrow is pointing down. So I had to spin this counterclockwise, and I did 14 rotations on mine, just because I know that the springs are a little bit older than this probably. You know, this is a used system, so I just went ahead and did 14 times. But you know, I spun it, I held it really tight with a pair of vice grips, I twisted it 14 times, and then I was able to then hold the vice grips and slide this in, and then once that slid in, there's a nut on the bottom down here that you have to impact in. Now, I would not suggest anybody do this at night like I did it. I just was getting antsy and I wanted to get the awning up. And so, yeah, anyway, there's a spring on both sides. And in my particular situation, I had been watching videos, and it seems like I thought that I saw people spinning one spring one way and another spring the other way. Well, I did that, and my awning would not automatically roll up at that point because of it. So what I had to do is I had to figure out that I had twisted the spring on this side over here the wrong way. I twisted that one clockwise and this one counterclockwise when I should have twisted both of them counterclockwise. So what happens when you twist both of the springs the right way is it kind of works like a garage door, and you just pull this, you know, I've got this strap right here, and you just let it go, and it pulls itself back up. So, and then that's also what kind of keeps the tension on the spring up here so that it does not release while you're driving down the road and whatnot. So that also helps. But just do your due diligence, watch some videos. I watched a bunch of videos on how to install one of these things. Again, didn't see any videos on how to do it on a Skoolie. The main thing I wanted to show you guys was that you need to get this level and straight, that level and straight. Once you do that, then this part will be even, and then you can mount, you know, your top rail, get it the same distance between here and here on your overlap and here on your overlap, and then get your awning in with the same amount of distance between the end of the roller on both sides, and then you should be good. Your awning should roll up straight and you'll be good to go. Alright, just wanted to clarify that. Do not attempt this without doing a lot of research, and I'm in no way responsible if you knock a tooth out or something trying to twist those springs, so be careful. Hey, what's up everybody? Well, we got it finished. So yesterday was a pretty long day. I wasn't able to get the whole project recorded because, to be honest with you, it got like super late and I was out here working in the dark, and so finally did get everything finished though around 9 o'clock last night. Had an awesome time eating dinner under the new awning with Stephanie. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and deploy the awning, and we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. So here we go. And one thing that's really nice that I did on purpose was, while being under the awning, I wanted us to have the ability to be able to sit out here kind of like a front porch, and to have some lighting under here. So as you guys can see, I've got we've got our LED lights under here. We really appreciate you guys watching, and thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and share the video, and hit the subscribe button if you guys don't care to. We thank you. We'll see you later.